Ask me how I'm living, I'm telling them great. Ask me how I did it, I'm telling them grace. Yeah, hey, ask me how I did it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rich Bulletins Uncut. I have my lovely co-host here, Miss Erica. Hi.
Hi.
And my guest, Toni.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
And of course, myself, ArionMonay, as the host. My lovely guest that I have here today, his name is Toni from Brooklyn. We have New York City in the building, y'all. He's an entrepreneur. He has a show coming up, so y'all be looking for that. And he's a designer as well. And welcome to Rich Bulletins Uncut, Toni.
What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
Yeah, how are you?
So we're very excited to have you. So, Toni, since you are an entrepreneur, do you have any like clothing lines or anything of that nature?
Yeah, I got two clothing lines. I got a female clothing line called Soul Me Collection. I got a male clothing line called Contraband Items. I still have my radio show, the pregame show, my podcast TV, the Shot Pod TV. And right now I'm working on doing a TV series. It's gonna be a TV show and a YouTube series, and it's called The Unapologetic Truth. So, got another show, The Unapologetic Truth. We're gonna talk about some things you ain't gonna like. We're gonna talk about some things you're gonna like. But we're gonna tell the truth about the things that we're talking. This is a new show. We got new cast members. All of them are lovely. All of them gonna tell the truth. So, if you don't like the truth, this is not the show for you. Beginning January 2023. Stay tuned.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Can you give us a little snippet about what the unapologetic truth is and what made you come up with that name?
It's gonna be more like adult, like 1 to 6 and Park, but we're gonna talk about some adult things that need to be talked about, and get the truth to different matters of like black love, judicial reform, stuff like that. We're gonna have artists and guests on there.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little combination of that. So when we bring the guests on, we're not really focusing on the guest interviews, focusing more on how they think, their inner personality. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when we bring the guests on, they're gonna already know like who they are and what they do, like if they're a singer or if they're an athlete, but we're gonna get more intimate and talk to them and see how they do their views and points on things.
That's awesome. I want to know, where did your entrepreneur spirit come from?
From New York, baby.
Get it? That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody in New York is an entrepreneur in some form or fashion. It makes you an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying?
The hustle and bustle.
Everybody hustle. Whether it's from the 9 to 5, the corporate to the street. You always chasing a dollar to make something happen.
That's awesome. That's good to hear, because a lot of people don't have that entrepreneur spirit. Some people is just okay with just being regular Douglas.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not too good at working for people and people telling me what to do. So I gotta do what I gotta do.
That's awesome. A lot of us don't like people telling us what to do. So there's nothing wrong with being your own boss.
It sure ain't.
We can definitely relate to that because we're entrepreneurs.
I would never tell nobody, like, if you are working a 9 to 5, I wouldn't tell nobody, like, yo, quit your day job and go for what you know. Like, nah, that's stupid. And I hate to see that dumb meme on social media, like, yo, you use your 9 to 5 to fund your 12 to 7 dream. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So being an entrepreneur, have you ever dealt with like fear or doubt being a business owner?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day, I wonder if I'm gonna lose out, if I'm gonna have a W, or if I'm gonna have a L. You know what I'm saying? But when to lose, you just learn. That's what makes you the entrepreneur.
That's
You
true.
don't really sit back and count your losses and your wins. You sit back and count, the teachings that you got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, because again, people don't know they don't think outside the box no more. People don't know how to create their own vision of what they want for themselves anymore. They just look at the rule book and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this one, and that's that.
Yeah, especially us, like, if we catch somebody on a wave, then everybody want to do like the same wave.
Yeah.
Like, and no disrespect to the ladies or nothing, but it's like 1,000 lash techs, it's 1,000 wig makers, it's 10,000 rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's other things that make more. I know doctors that make more than rappers. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing too. Also thinking out the box, but everybody want to be on like the same wave and try to get the same money. It's kind of like tiresome.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people don't have their own authenticity. They don't.
Yes.
They want to copy everything, But I do feel like it's not enough money out here for everybody. So even if they are being copies, you still can be you in whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can, but I just tell everybody, it's like, yo, if you're gonna go in that direction with that, you gotta make yourself separate. Like, what makes you different from this chick selling lashes? What do your lashes do? Why should I buy your lashes? Or
Right.
if you got a studio, why shall we come to your recording studio instead of this recording studio? So, like, if you're going to ride the wave, like,
Mm-hmm.
at least have something that's different from everybody else. If you just doing it because you see everybody making money off of it, you know what I'm saying? That it's silly, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people ain't making the same money off the same project.
Right. And the person down the street could be selling lashes and you doing the same. And she has a broader audience than the other person because her parents might be somebody on the street or whatever the case may be. And you trying to do the same thing might not work for you.
Yeah. Especially in this music thing, like my DM is like always, yo, you manage an artist, you manage. I'm like, I don't even like doing the music thing no more. I just stay in touch with it because yo, it's a great bag, it's a good check, but it's too many of them, and I don't like this hip hop. This hip hop now, I really don't like these guys. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it got to be something. They got to
rappers.
do, yeah, they got to do something different for me to even want to be bothered with them. Like, if you telling me you selling tons of coke and you done killed 100 niggas on a record, right there, I don't even want to hear it. Like, you hear that all day, every day. Like, what is something else? And
Right.
just like the females, like, listen, there's but so much good pussy out here. Like, everybody got good pussy. You don't want to hear that all in the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like 15 kids and everybody got good pussy, this and that. Like, come on, man. Like, make me, if you're going to do hip hop, like, yo, make music.
Tony, you off the chain. We're talking about uncut stuff here.
I'm like, yeah. So I mean, I'm dead serious. Like, that's why I go through. Like, I go through my email, listen to a song. There's another nigga, he moving this much weight, or he drinking this much lean. And there's another chick, yo, she got this much ass, and everybody love her coochie. It's a whole coochie war going on out here. Like, it's just tough.
A coochie war.
Yeah, everybody got the best coochie.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's crazy. Yeah, everybody is the same. What inspired you to be in the music industry? Because I want to talk about that because that's my neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's her neck of the woods. She a singer.
Well, I mean, being from New York is natural that you be in music, and I grew up listening to music all the time, whether it was R&B with my aunt or outside, and we listened to hip hop. So it was always a thing. I got thrust into it by Mr. Kevin Lyles from Baltimore. That's who.
Damn.
Yeah, that's who gave me my job, my first job at Def Jam. Not my first job ever, my first job in the music. He got me at. He actually got me in Fat Farm, and I got over there, but I got into a situation where I had to sit for a minute. And then when I came home, the designer team that was over there had left and went to Cali to work with Carl Canard. And so Kevin, I pleaded with Kevin, like, yo, I needed a job or something because of this probation. And that's when he got me the job at Def Jam. So I've been in the music thing since like 90, 97, yeah.
It almost sounds like the 80s a little bit. With Call Kanai and all of that.
No. Carl wasn't around the 80s. Carl came in the 90s.
Really?
He came, yeah. Carl from Brooklyn. Carl Kanai from Brooklyn. He came in the 90s because
Call Kanai is the one with the brown suits, right? The light brown, like.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It was the 90s because Pac was like one of the first unofficial spokesperson for Carl Kanaj.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was Carl Kanaj, it was Colors, and it was Hughes, and then it was April Walker.
Okay.
Cross Colors, Fat Farm.
Yeah, I remember Fat
All of
Farm.
them all of them was the same.
It was
Yeah,
somebody
they
else
was the same
too.
era. It was the same.
Who did the leather jackets? Somebody
And
from
Babyface.
do leather jackets too. That was real popular.
You talking about Dapper Dan?
There you go, Dapper Dan. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
Dapper Dan is actually from the 80s. He's definitely from the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, he is definitely one of the like godfathers of customizing clothes and fashion for hip hop.
Yep.
Wow.
So I know a little bit.
Yeah, that's good though. What was it like working around them during that time while you had to sit out and then you coming back into it? Like, what was it like in that time, in that era? Like, was it something that was enthusiastic or just like, I got to hustle and bustle, I got to make $1?
It was good. It was working at Def Jam at that time. It was beyond like just a hustle, just to be on Def Jam, and Def Jam had like a whole superstar roster. Like if you know like basketball, you know you got your starting five and you got your bench. Like
Right.
Def Jam had like 2 benches at the time. You had Red and Meth, you had L, you had J, you had Ja Rule, you had Foxy. Like it was a good era in hip hop, and Def Jam was like the empire of it. So it was cool, but then you get to see the whole politics behind it. Like everything glitter is not gold. You know what I mean? So
Everything
a
is
lot
not
of
great.
a lot of stuff I seen was just like it was crazy, but you just had to have a tough skin, and you had to learn how to move with it and move around it. You know what I'm saying? The music industry is not for the faint. And I have a female artist I work with. She's in DC, and she succumbs to that on social media, like when people like comment on her pictures and stuff like that, like she get a raise. It's like, yo, that's part of the industry. They're gonna talk about you regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I had a conversation with Cardi, because Cardi famous for it. Like she'll deactivate all her social medias or black out on a fan. But that's just Cardi. Like if I've known Cardi from strip clubs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she's the same person from the hood. Like the money hasn't changed. Like she's still the same, but you know what I'm saying? Like Cardi she really doesn't like all the fame. She wish she could just like make the music and not be known. You know what I mean? Like she really can't handle the criticisms and people talking about you and this and that and everything. And it's a tough industry.
She know.
So like when Kevin and Leor left Def Jam, like Def Jam wasn't Def Jam anymore. It became more like a manufacturer house. So I went over to Rockefeller, and then I stayed over there until the demise of that. And then after that, I just started doing my own thing. I built up a media company. How you doing, Mom? Glad you came to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So, we had the Shop TV. We got Mama Jones here. She's on tour with her book, Love and Romance.
Yes.
So, how did you come up with this title?
Because it's about that time everybody know about love and romance. And I'm a very loving and I love romance. That's just me. So that was it. It was time for the younger people generation coming up under me, because a lot of the young ones don't know all about this kind of stuff. Then I go to a club and go in the bathroom, get the shit off. They don't know why. Why the man ain't calling no more? You gave the goodies and boom boom is the Jew.
So I know your generation, our generation, is a big gap. With the I put the clothing line together and everything, and I just stayed in the entertainment, but I just wasn't deep into the music thing no more. I just ain't like the music industry.
I understand. And what's your entertainment company's name?
Your media company.
It's called the Funds Unlimited Group.
Mm.
Okay.
I like that. That's a good name. That's a good name.
So
Thank
where do
you.
you go ahead?
you.
I'm sorry. Where do you? I was saying, where do you see yourself, far as business wise, 5 years from now?
So my goal, I just want to be featured in the Ford magazine. I just want an article in there.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I can see you
goal
there.
is
I can
trying
see you
to
there.
build- I'm hoping. I'm reading it every day. See what different people doing. The goal is really just to leave ownership to my kids, and whether they want to take over or whether they want to do their own thing. I don't really think I have a 5-year goal anymore. I think I did everything that I wanted to do. So now is that if I become rich, I just become rich. If I'm successful and just stay on the flow, I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to do, is put things together and show people that ownership is really, ownership for us is very, very important. Like I just read that Black America spent $17.2 trillion in America. That's the richest country spent, and all that money ain't even go to us. It went to white people's hands and foreigners. They ain't none of that money they spent went to our own people, and that's crazy.
Yeah. I was just saying something about that earlier today. I said we all got together and created our own, buy a bunch of land and markets and all of that.
Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be together in unity. Everybody wants to be that person. That everybody wants to be a king or a queen, and they don't want to do the unity thing together. And see, that's what's crazy, because sometimes you have to play number two, or you have to sit behind the scene or sit back. But we can't do that, and that's the same reason why New York hasn't regained hip hop back, because everybody in New York, if you ever notice hip hop New York, it's never been the whole New York on fire. It's always been one person on fire. 50 Cent was on fire. Jay-Z was on fire. Lil Kim was on fire.
He was on fire.
LL was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was on fire as a unity. Like Atlanta is on fire because all of them worked together to make Atlanta. And that's why they still got the crown. That's why, and basically the whole South, because the whole South works together. Nobody wants to work together in New York. That's why the hip hop of theirs is not the same. It's just for our people, period. We are always envious. We've been programmed to be envious of each other. So the envious is that we don't want to work together because we don't want to see nobody do better than us or make more money than us or get more light than us. So that's the thing that either hopefully think it could get better, or it's we're just going to keep thinking and stay the same.
Yeah. I try to encourage people to become more than just one, because everybody want to be on their own wavelength. Nobody want to come together. I'm all like, yo, we can build our own community. Like, we can do a lot, and nobody not on that. Nobody want to be together. Everybody want to be separate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
It's insane.
But we the only race that don't have our own community. We the only race.
No, we don't.
Yep.
We don't, and it's sad because our people, so much of the world come from our people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we contribute so much and invented so much, and a lot went into this earth, and we don't even have nothing to call our own.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Agree. Like, even like some businesses, some people have like hot hair companies right now. I'm talking about Black women or men. They have hot Black hair companies that's in Walmart and Target and a lot of places, and they got their hand in it. And it's like, bring your people with you.
Your community. And that's also why we reach out to our community to try to get people like yourself onto the show so we can create a platform to help people see
The Black excellence.
The Black excellence, like she said, and to market your business, because a lot of people may not know who Toni is, and what Toni's doing. So we try to reach out to the community so we can, try to at least help some kind of way. It might be a little help, but we just trying to help our community out a little bit, if that makes sense what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it makes sense because I do the same thing. I'm all for my Black support, but sometimes, like, I tell them, like, when people make it hard for us to support each other. Like, like, they running businesses, but the business ain't right. The number one thing is like, the customer service thing ain't right. Like, and then black people think Black entrepreneurs or Black business means discount or free.
Free.
Yeah. They always think that, and I'm like, and I look at them, and I'm like, yo, did you go ask Louis Vuitton for that free belt or that bag?
They be
No.
not paying their rent to go get some Louis.
Yeah, you gave all your money to them for that belt or that bag, and you ain't complaining. When they told you, the bag $3,500, you gave them $3,500 with no problem.
No problem.
Somebody Black, a designer, he won $3,500 for his bag. Oh, who he think he is? Why he charge so much and this and that? Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I got bills.
It's crazy.
Right.
I know. I don't even promote or market to people like me, like, my friends and them like that. I don't even promote or market to them. I'm gonna tell you, like, your family and your friends is going to be the last people that support you. All of them. So you find a market that's totally separate from them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my business didn't come from friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my businesses didn't. A lot of my business and partnerships and stuff were non-Blacks. They wasn't Blacks that hooked me up and said, well, Toni got this and that. No, it was non-Blacks. It was foreigners. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they just seen good business and worth ethics, and they reached out. They don't have no problem with that. Their thing is to make money.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Money make the work go round. That's the only way it is spent.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they go home. I'm still a nigga, but I'm just a nigga helping them make money. At the end of the day, I know. So I mean, I'm good with that. Mm-hmm. We both make money, but I still, even though I'm a nigga in your eyes, I still respect you. That you see me enough to do business with.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You just don't not like if I have a event or something, my family always asking for free. I say no, y'all
No.
can buy. Keep buying something, then so when I have something, I can say, here,
Here
I
goes
got
something
like
for
10
free.
tickets. Come on, yeah. Or my friends like, nah, I was like, yo, buy a ticket. If you want to support, then you buy a ticket. That's how you support. If you can't make it, all right, yo, just tell a friend or something like that.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that. So that's why they always come to me. It's like, yo, you ain't tell me this and that. I said, there's a reason why I didn't tell you. Because you don't support.
You don't support.
And then I'll send it to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they'll post a meme real quick for free.
Yeah.
They'll post a meme that you know what I mean, but they won't help you. But they be calling you, talking about they love you so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I had a friend like that a couple of weeks ago. He asked me to post a party. And I said, nah, man.
Mm-hmm.
He said, why? I said, yo, we knew each other for years. You never came, you even never came to nothing I had,
Mm-hmm.
or you never even repost nothing I have. I said, yo, I repost your shit without you even asking me. Why? Because, yo, I want to see you get a bag. He said, well, yo, the only thing you had to do was ask me. Why do I have to ask you if you're my friend?
That's
You
right.
should just put it up there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Or tell
right.
people
You
about it.
shouldn't have to ask.
Right.
That's not what people do. And even people I don't know, if I see something that's cool, and I feel like, oh, you know what? People need to come see this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all tell people about it. And even with my friends, they know I have a hectic schedule. Like, yo, I might can't come, but yo, I'll promote the shit like, yo, like it's mine. Just so they could make some money.
Right.
If everybody thought like us,
Yeah. The world will be a lot more better.
a lot more better.
Yeah, a lot more better.
A lot more better.
Yeah, a lot more better. Put it on the shirt. A lot more better.
Yeah. A lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more better.
And then just like yo, when your mom asked her to come on the show, I could have said, well, yo, I never heard the show before, this and that, gave it a cold shoulder. Like, nah, yo, I'll come on. I have people that I ask, and they don't come on my show. But I don't worry about it because I remember when Nori first started the Drink Champs,
Mm-hmm.
Nori had to fight for artists to come on the show. And what's crazy is because Nori is not a D-list rapper. Like Nori's an icon.
He's serious.
You know what I'm saying? So it took Fat Joe, because Fat Joe is good friends with Nori. Fat Joe went on there and initiate everything. So now Nori it's no problem for nobody to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at it the other day, he had Patti LaBelle on there. I said, damn.
Well,
So
well,
I don't worry about I don't worry about nobody like don't come on the show because like that's a perfect sample of how people are. You know what I'm saying? Even if you've known people for years, and it's crazy because like yo, here in the music industry, like nobody shouldn't hesitate to come on the show because the show was new and he ain't have a hit record. He didn't have a hit record or he wasn't popular at the time. Nobody wanted to come on. Now he's like one of the top podcasts in the urban markets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say to you was thank you for showing integrity. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
And I had a personal experience with someone that was my mentor, and I invited him to my podcast because I reached out to him because he's a director as well. So,
And from our hometown.
I was reaching out to him in the process of getting my podcast together. And I reached out to him for like certain cameras to get and this, that, and the third, because that's what he do. That's his line of field. So I reached out to him, and I might have reached out to him like a week after I scheduled everything and I reached out to him again to confirm. He was all like, no, I can't make it. But what hurt me the most was that the way that he disrespected me, one. Number two, he disrespected something that I'm working on. And then he came at my mother sideways. I'm all like, yo, you was my mentor all this time. You was feeling like this? Like, that's how you was really feeling? I had to create something that I invited you on. You was going to be my first guest on my show. And for you to come at me and my people and my business sideways? No, I'm not rocking with you. He was like, oh, I'm gonna hit you up at the beginning of the year. All right, I'll see you when I see you. How much is that?
I do the same thing with artists. It was an artist here in Baltimore, and I reached out to him. Mm-hmm. He left me on red. Mm-hmm. And, one of my interns reached out to him again, and then he said, yo, whose show it was? And they gave him my name. He left it on red again. So then his management this year, somebody asked me to get Dream Doll for their festival. And I said, all right, I got you. Because Dream Doll she's fam. I got Dream Doll for the festival. And the manager was like, yo, how can I get my artist on the festival? Now I know the manager. He's cool. So I said, yo, who's your artist? He shows me the nigga I reached out to. I said, nah, man. He said, what's the problem, Tom? I said, yo, I reached out to your artist 2 times for an interview. You know what I'm saying? He was on some Hollywood shit. And I'm like, yo, you know me, I don't chase no rappers. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, you got another artist. I'll put him on if you got another artist. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, nah, but yo, we've been working on him. And like, yo, I said, yo, no disrespect. I said, I'm not doing it. I said, yo, tell him to fix his attitude next time because, yo, you ain't sell 1 plaque. You don't have a gold. You don't have a platinum to be acting Hollywood. If any type of media reached out to you artists, you need to take it. Media is part of your marketing. That's how people get to know who you are, how you sell records. You're not doing any of that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you got Summer Walker. Summer Walker can do that. She sell records. Right. She don't like the public. She don't like doing interviews. But she still sell records though. You not Summer Walker.
Yeah. You can't do that. You are hollow and you ain't even got nobody to defend you on your backside. You don't have Bill Gordy talking about, oh yeah, he can ignore anybody. Like, you're not doing nothing, sir. Sit down. Sit down. You making her act feisty over here. She want to fight everybody now.
Yo, I'm telling you, it'll make you like that. Like, and my artist, the only reason I manage her because one of my business partners wants to venture into the music. And I say, yo, you're not meant for this.
Yeah, it's not
he's like, no, he said, I would like to do it, and I would like for you to be. I said, yo, listen, I don't even like the music industry thing like that anymore. Furthermore, managing artists, I don't even like doing that anymore. Then on top of that, a woman artist, no disrespect, it's just women artists are more high maintenance
than a man.
Mostly financially, and supportively, they more high maintenance than male artists. You know what I'm saying? But he's a good dude. I said, all right, I'm going to teach him a lesson. I'm going to teach you how this is. Like, this ain't all the glitter and gold that he's a foreign. It ain't all the glitter and gold that you think it is. You know what I'm saying? And, so that's how we working together. And she had a hit song this summer. And I had to go to the DJs and some new DJs. They was trying, like, do the whole who is she or this and that. Like, nigga, you a DJ. Either you gonna break the record or you not gonna break the record. You know what I'm saying? Like other DJs from back then and definitely I had no problem. I say, play this record and see what's the outcome. These new DJs, they want to go, how many followers has she got and this and that. And then, well, it's going to cost. No, it's not going to cost nothing. I was like, you new DJs must don't know. I'm from an era where, we would punch DJs in their face. You ask for some money to play a record. Yeah, we did. We run up on DJs like, play this record. It'd be like 10 of us. Play this record right now, punch you in your face.
Right.
Play the record. But these DJs, it's been just a hellhole like this week. So I had to get like bigger DJs, talk down to these little DJs like,
right.
You know what the fuck is you talking to? Like,
right.
The nigga got music. Play the thing. So it's one of those things like, it do make you have an attitude with people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it make you act petty.
But you just got to you got to reroute it. You got to reroute it. This DJ say, give you red tape of playing the song. Cool, no problem. Go to this DJ. He say, yeah, I'll play it. Whatever that DJ ever needs, make sure you take care of him. And make sure you make that DJ over there see it.
Stop him.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Your team is a mess.
Make him stop him. Make him get on his knees and beg for the next one. Like these people these days is terrible.
Yeah, they about to
they
follow
putting
us.
all of these resumes, and you're not even equipped for me to even be providing you with all of that. Like, do what I asked you to do. Like, just do it. Nike got a whole athletic way of talking about just do it. And people been wearing that brand for decades and ain't nobody just doing it. Like, just do it.
No.
Just do it.
Just do it. It's not that hard.
But, it also come with, people that's not humble either. They just thinking off of ego.
Yeah.
Everybody about the ego.
It's a lot of people that got egos that shouldn't have egos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when people's like, why you say that? I say, because sometimes, you deserve to have an ego from the work that you put in. I can see why people have egos. Like, you know what they did? They should have an ego. Like Kanye. Kanye has an ego. He has a Godplex ego, but I understand because why I worked at Rockefeller with Kanye. I seen what Kanye did, and he deserves an ego. Like, y'all just got a glimpse of the documentary, but he put in work to have an ego. Yeah. Some of y'all ain't even got no work. Y'all just popular in little circles, and you got ego for nothing.
Yeah,
indeed.
Yeah,
I hate it. And like this one guy, he was trying to get me to do music with him. And I'm not like, okay. I said, so what's your spill? Like, I already did this, I already done that. He was like, I'm trying to make you hot. I was signed to American Idol. I was already hot. What are you talking about? But okay. But I ain't go there with him. Because,
are you talking about KB?
No, I'm talking about a different guy. The guy that we went to the little hole in the wall studio. The little.
Oh, yeah. He had to leave.
Yeah. So he was all like,
we both out on him, like in 5.
Right.
He wasn't even talking right. I just was like, come on.
He was like, I know Snoop Thug. And I was all like, okay. I said, so where's your studio supposed to be? Well, you got to go through my cousin first. You got to do this and you got to do that. So I go see the cousin. The cousin talking about the same thing. Oh, I know Jermaine Dupri. I know this and I know that. So I'm in the studio. I'm looking at them like, when y'all going to play something? I'm a singer. When y'all going to play something? What we doing here? And they just sitting there looking at me like.
So we got the hell up out of there.
So we left. And I told him I can't do business with people like that. So I actually go back to him and told him like, I hit him up before his family hit him up and said, it didn't work out. Your cousins ain't do nothing. So what you know how to do? Well, you could come to my studio. So he gave me the address. It's a public storage.
The warehouse was the warehouse public storage where they got an office inside of there or something.
Right.
I was scared. I thought we was about to get kidnapped.
So I called him. I'm all like, am I supposed to be at this public storage? And he was like, oh yeah, and just tell a security guard to let you in. Okay. So I come in through the gate. I'm all like, so where I'm supposed to go? I'm supposed to go to the left. I'm supposed to go to the right. Where's the direction here?
They couldn't even get the directions right.
So they can't give me the directions. So somebody had to come in the car, drive me to the back of the warehouse. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna give these people a shot. So as soon as he opened the door to the place, it's 2 beds, 1 couch. I said, so where the studio supposed to be? Oh, it's right in the back. So I walk to the back. I see the actual studio, which was a make-ready studio. And I'm like, so some thugs record in here? Okay. I said, well, it was nice knowing you, and y'all have a good day.
Then we got the fuck up out of there. Quick.
That's the time that
Oh, y'all went together?
But they was acting like how you were saying with the egos and you gotta have this and you gotta have that. But we going to a goddamn
public store.
Public
What was you
store.
saying?
Yo, the next time, like, y'all shouldn't even went that far. When he gave you the address, it was something like that. Like, yo, I'm not going in there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we not going.
As an artist, I don't like to miss opportunities. If you say that you can do this and you can do that, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna call you a bluff. I'm gonna show you that you really the bluff. So I'm like, okay, let's see what it is.
But see, we was new in Houston and we was like, still had the Baltimore mentality, like ain't nobody gonna do nothing to us.
No, he can't. Yeah, you can't do that, man. No, even when niggas hit me and ask for features for my artists, they be like, yo, she can come to the studio. I'll be like, yo, where your studio at?
Mm-hmm.
They give me an address and I pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't look right. I'm like, nah, yo, send the track over. Oh, yo, we like to do it first. Well, I said, yo, you gotta wait a minute. I gotta send a security. And I'll send like 10 niggas with her to go over there to make sure things are straight. Or
right.
I'll ride with her and I get some other gorillas and we go because yo, like I said again, this industry is like crazy.
Yeah.
And I've seen these cats do like the weirdest shit when it comes to female. Yeah, when it comes to female, they do like the craziest shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you're her manager, so you got to protect your investment because technically she your investment.
Well, not even investment, like, because I'm not even, and I'm not even getting paid to be a manager yet. This is like a project. You know what I'm saying? But even not just being a manager, just her being a woman. And I know how these cats is in this industry.
Yeah.
I had to be very protective of her. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even just a manager artist thing. It's just her being a black woman in this industry. You know what I'm saying? I know how these cats is. They're a whole bunch of weirdos in position. And they use the position to their advantage.
Yeah. They use that power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the industry and you got to bow down to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell them quick, like, yo, them 2 A's in my name stand for aggravated assault. Don't play with me. Don't. I'm not one of these new cats. I tell these cats that real quick.
Yeah. What you say the 2 A's?
Man, 2 A's in my name stand for aggravated assault. Like, yo, I have no problem.
Yeah.
You fucking weirdos, man. There's a lot of weirdos in this industry.
I know, but thank you for protecting the ladies. I think Arion was just making a little jokey joke about protecting your investment, but
no, I'm saying from a business standpoint though, like real spill, like from a business standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand Yeah, I totally understand from a business point, but like I said, it's beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Even when my assistant, when she goes somewhere, I be like, yo, where's it at?
Right.
Because it ain't too many places that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure she good, or I call somebody asking to travel with her. You know what I mean? Because she's just crazy out here.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It is.
We always travel in twos. We travel in twos.
If I'm not traveling with her, I'm traveling with you, somebody else. Yeah. Because people is real crazy out here, man.
It is crazy. But is there any other new projects or anything that we could be looking for, or
A TV show. My second annual sneak is a sneaker fashion show festival. No, wait a minute. Let me clear it up. All right. So in 2019, yeah, it was before COVID. Matter of fact, it was on the same day that Nipsey got killed. I put together a showcase for all females, because I go to a lot of showcases and I see that the girls don't never win. They always outnumbered by the guys. You know what I'm saying? So I said, well, yo, I'm gonna put one together just for the chicks. You know what I mean? Just so they could have something on their own. So I did like 75 tickets. You know what I'm saying? I didn't estimate people coming out to support them like that, but yo, we packed the place out. It was like 200 people in the place. So I said, all right, we're gonna do this like every. First they wanted to do it every month. I said, nah, we ain't gonna do this every month because then we're gonna run it in the hole. I said, we're gonna do it every year. So we decided to do it every year, and we decided to do it in March, because March is the month of International Women's Month. So we decided to do it on March every year. So we put together the next one. Unfortunately, COVID had hit, and that canceled the plans for that. So then last year, the females, they was asking, we're gonna still do it. And unfortunately, the city didn't open up until after March. So it got fully opened up in the summertime. So we did it in July. And so with that, the first one just had hip hop and singers, all female hip hop and singers. The second one, I did the hip hop, females, singers, female comedians, female spoken words. We did a fashion show. And then I added a marching band, the school marching band. And it was a success. So Christmas time, I always do something for Christmas for single moms. So this Christmas that just passed, I said, all right, we're going to try to incorporate the her showcase into this Christmas thing. So we came up with a sneaker fashion show. Everybody goes to sneaker balls, but nobody never had a sneaker fashion show. So I got a lot of Black entrepreneurs that had sneakers that nobody, never heard of. And I invited them to put their sneakers in the fashion show. And we had female artists, you know what I'm saying, perform and everything. So we was getting ready for that. It was supposed to happen in December. Unfortunately, I caught COVID. Some of the models caught COVID, and none of us caught it together. It was just all at the same time. We caught COVID, so I had to reschedule it, and we did it in March. So we did it in March, raised up. The whole goal was to raise up $10,000 and give it to a mom for a startup business. Only thing she had to do was register, but she had to have a proposal of what exactly she was going to do. It had to be like a 2-year proposal. So we've raised up 8,500, and then Jimmy Jazz, which is now called Snipes, that's their headquarters name. Jimmy Jazz always been partnerships with me. And so they called me, asked me how we was doing. I said, yo, we got 8,500. I don't think we're gonna hit the goal next week for the event. So they just gave me the 1,500 so I could make the $10,000 goal to give to the lady. So she came, but she got sick. She left. Her daughter accepted the check. You know what I'm saying? And she opened up it's a mechanic spa. So while you getting your car fixed, you can get your hair and nails done in the same spot while you wait for your car. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a nice idea, and I liked it. So we're doing a second. Now we're working on a second sneaker fashion show, and this time we're going. I'm gonna try to have it in DC since I already had the first one here in Baltimore, and we're gonna have that for Mother's Day. So it's going to be in March. Sometimes in March, I'm looking for the right venue to have it at. So I got like the artists and everything. The vendors, they're still registered and stuff, but just trying to find the right venue to have it. I'm real particular about where I have events at, you know what I'm saying? Because it's always about the book and the ambience of everything. So that's what we're working on. And this will be the third year for the Her Showcase. We just did the second one at the Barclays Center back in Brooklyn. So I'm working on this one for 2023 to be down in Atlanta. Finding a spot in Atlanta is not going to be a problem. Now I just want to go and see who's the hottest female artist coming up in Atlanta, like locally, and going to reach out to Lotto to be a host and a special guest.
I like her.
Yeah, I like a lot. I like a lot.
Her name, people want to wish change her name to Lotto.
Yeah, I was asking about her recently. But...
Yeah, I like Lotto. I got to meet her. She came to the Hot 97 Summer Jam. She didn't perform, but she came support, and I met her backstage. I was told I was a fan of her music, and we was talking and everything. And yo, she's a real good chick, a loving vibe, and everything. So I was like, yo, well, we in Atlanta. I definitely want her, and I definitely want Monica. I'm a big Monica fan. I love Monica to death. So I would like both of them to be special guests and host it.
That's awesome.
Yes, that'd be.
Well, let us know so we can show up. So we can come out with support.
Yeah.
You'll find out. You follow me on Instagram. Took my page again. They don't like the way I talk on there. You know,
like, what is going on?
Yeah, they disabled my page again because I posted a news clip of the little young boy. He was in I have a sneaker class, right? That I have a sneaker class that I get kids from the city and I bring them to Nike because Nike have a thing called Nike ID in New York where you go in there and you actually make your own sneaker from the sole to the material and texture and everything. And he was in my class. His mom sent him. And it was a news clip. He's 14. He murdered 2 females. I put the news clip up and I put the pictures of him holding the guns. Was like, yo, this is sad. Yo, they suspended me and said, yo, I was harassing and bullied, and it was graphics. I was like, yo, we need our own social. Yeah, I said, yo, we need our own social media, but I think they just targeted me because the last 2 times I questioned a congressman. He wanted some votes from the black community. I said, well, yo, nothing on your ballot. You're not talking anything about judicial reform for blacks, but you want black votes. They kicked me off of Instagram for questioning about that. Then the other time they kicked me off early in the summer because I said, because Donald Trump's wife had died and he buried her on his golf course. And I said, yo, what type of person? I said, first of all, I don't even think, I said, yo, we never heard of her being ill. We never heard of her being sick in the media. She just pop up, be sick, and then you bury her, right? I said, yo, what kind of person is that? I said, what president was that? Yo, they called me anti-terrorism, everything. They took me off again for 30 days. I'm like, I'm tired of Instagram, man. I'm really is. They just don't like it.
She know how to build apps. That's all I'm saying. That's why I was pointing at her.
Yeah, I question a lot of things. They'll suspend me. They'll suspend me real quick.
They shouldn't suspend you. You're a good guy. I wanted to ask you about the tennis shoe class. I said this guy do everything.
I started. Yeah, I'm a sneaker collector. I'm a sneaker head. Like, you have people say they sneaker heads and they probably got like 20 pairs of sneakers. Like, my collection started in '99 till now. So I got a public storage place in New York full of sneakers. I got some down here in Baltimore full of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? My house full of sneakers, my garage full of sneakers. Like, I love sneakers. I collect sneakers. So, and sneakers and the hip hop community go hand in hand. So I wanted to show these young cats that like sneakers, like, yo, what all goes into it and making it and everything. So I sat down and I talked with Knight ID and asked him, like, yo, can we bring these kids up here and show what really goes on and everything. And I had to really like talk to them because Nike really don't give back like they should, and the majority of their gross sales come from the urban community. Like, they got an urban department, but it's not. It doesn't be on point like it should be when it comes to the community.
It's suburban urban.
Yeah, so they agreed to this, so I take them to class. Only thing we asked the parents was like, yo, just pay for their travel fare. You know what I'm saying? I got a hotel hookup where we get to let them stay at the hotel for the weekend while we go to the class and stuff.
That is awesome. You doing a lot for the community, a lot, and I love to hear that. You know, other than Instagram thinking that you're a bad guy, you are a great person.
Yes.
You're a great person. I love it.
They think they keep shutting me up. I'm like, all right, cool. That's why I was like, yo, instead of another rapper, we need somebody to make an app for us.
It's coming. I just told her the other day.
But we do need guidelines on our app too, because we get crazy on our app, so we need guidelines on our app too. You know what I mean? But we need we need our own, because the algorithm is not in tune with the urban culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we comment the way we speak to each other.
Right.
They take it as something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say photo shoot or shoot my shot. Like, they take that. That's a trigger word for violence. Yeah. And they'll take your post down. So the algorithm, like, yo, like, if Facebook last year lost 1.7 million blacks because they feel that their content is not being shown like everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the algorithm. The algorithm don't show everybody, all your followers, your content. Yeah. It'll show about like 15% of your followers. So even when you pay for the sponsorship ad is not going to show everybody either. It's going to show like 25%. You know what I mean? And especially if you're a black entrepreneur,
You need all
Instagram
of them.
don't show none of your business.
Mm-hmm. You need all of your followers.
Another thing that people don't take into play with the algorithm too, like if you are an entrepreneur, we don't have entrepreneur colors in our businesses. Like if you have emerald green, like this blue that's behind me, like this type of blue,
Where you going with this?
gold. So with the algorithm, the things that they base, like if you're a business, right? You got your page as a business page on Instagram, Facebook. Well, Facebook wants you to pay for everything anyway, but on Instagram, they take a lot of things into play as far as their algorithm, but the main few things that how they base your page is by color. So
I didn't know that.
if you don't have like, all right, so Huda Beauty, her colors are rose gold and black. The reason why she has those colors is because one of the colors that they do the graphics by for the algorithm is gold. So her rose gold looks a little bit like this rustic gold behind me. So her having it that color gets her platform out there a little bit more. Get her makeup out there a little bit more.
That's why
the color. What was her name? The color box. The girl that's from New Orleans.
Crayon
box. Her colors of her box is yellow and blue, green. She made sure that she knew what the algorithm was when she made her box. For her.
Explain to me again the color thing because you was breaking up.
Okay. So with the graphics that Instagram pulled that algorithm from, there are two main hitters. If you're a business, is by color. So if you have a lot of black or a lot of black is kind of like in the middle, it's like the medium. But if you have gold, emerald green, this blue that's behind me, in your business, people will start seeing your platform more. They will start seeing your page more. They will start seeing your business more. And if you have yellow.
So pause. So is it, what are you saying? Like your business logo, your profile picture, or what are you saying?
Everything takes into play. So if your photos, like say if one day you take a photo and you had on all black, right? Then the next day you take a photo in all blue. And the next day you take a photo in pink, green, all these different colors. If you pay attention, you will see that the picture that you took in yellow will get a whole bunch of likes. The photo that you took in the emerald green or green will get a whole bunch of likes. The photo that you took in blue, you will get a whole bunch of likes. And black is the middle line. It's like the threshold point. So if you take a picture in black or a video in black, it's going to be like, yeah, sure. You feel what I'm saying? You get medium likes.
And that's crazy because
I see what you're talking about. Yep.
That's crazy because most of my companies are in black and red, and everybody always asks you, is like, yo, why you always everything is like black and red? I say, yo, black is for us. I said the red is for the blood. Like, yo, this what we put into it. So like a lot of my logos that y'all see it is like it's black. It's always black and red.
Right.
They my favorite color.
All right, so look, right now I'm on vacation, right? Hold on, I'm gonna scroll up real quick. And then I'm gonna scroll back. So I don't know if you can see the carpet on the floor. It's blue. It's the blue that's behind me.
Okay,
And I got 775 views on it when I was on vacation.
We're gonna have to start paying attention.
Where did you find this information about the colors?
Because I build apps. I build websites. I've been doing coding and programming since middle school. So I've been doing this since a preteen.
So the colors are a trigger too.
Mm-hmm. You got it. You got it. So go to your page when you get your page back. And because I noticed that we took a picture in my red, and we both had on red and black for my birthday. But I was wondering why I wasn't getting no likes when I would wear light colors. Mm-hmm. And when I got on my red and black, I got a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but
average amount. Like
all the time I was taking pictures, I wasn't getting no likes. I just thought I was ugly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I just thought I was ugly. Now I gotta change my outfit up.
Yeah. So like, listen. So whenever you take a photo, right?
I'm looking now.
Whenever you take a photo, it shows up on people's timeline, right? But how they filter the timeline is if, like, you take the picture, you post it at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
The sun had just went down. So most people are driving home from work. They're not paying attention to the timeline. You feel what I'm saying? When you posted your picture at 6 p.m., nobody's paying attention because they driving from home. People probably had dinner with their family, whatever. They're not paying attention to that particular photo. So they will broadcast that photo again the next day. So the next day you will receive like 30 people liking your photo. I posted that yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what you should do is a good idea. You should make a post explaining this to people, or YouTube, a real quick YouTube, and explain this to our folks.
Mm-hmm.
How this operate, because my guy, he made a post on the algorithm of how, you know what I'm saying, like how that it bans a lot of black entrepreneurs. It's shadow bans. Mm-hmm. They said a shadow ban don't exist, but it does exist. They shadow ban a lot of black entrepreneurs, forcing them to go buy the sponsor ad. But even with the sponsor ad, Instagram still don't show the whole potential of the content you was following. And with this color thing, I think it'd be a good idea. Like, yo, you should sit down, post, and explain it to people and spread it so they can know. Because, yo, like, we got to learn how to beat this algorithm. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I think that she should keep that ancient Chinese secret and build off of that. That's what I think.
I mean, yeah.
Master classes.
Yeah.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
I would do that and have people subscribe to it on how to beat the algorithm and have them subscribe to it, and send them a video and show them how to do it.
Yeah. And like another thing too with the algorithm is also is key promoters that they look at too. So if, like, for instance, we talking about businesses. So with your business's profile, for your business, I have a separate page for my lashes and my cosmetics. But for my personal page, I post.
Hey, you doing lashes too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I didn't take it to offense when you say anything about lashes, is because mine are completely different from everybody else's. I handpicked mine. I made sure that it's non-allergenic, all of that. Like it took a lot for me to come up with my actual brand and my cosmetics. I got beard oil that's in the making right now, and I have a lot that's coming out. But it's hands-on. I put a lot of thought into my products.
So she could be different.
Yeah.
Like you said.
No.
But we ain't take offense to it. We not that kind of people. We not like that.
No. I honestly feel like it's enough money in the world for everybody to do the same thing and different, but you gotta have your own little razzle dazzle, your own little spice to it. You can't just copy and paste. You just can't copy and paste everything.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. So what the key promoters that they look for on Instagram really is, like, for one, they take into contact like the certain words you use, what tag posts you looking for, who pages you searching for. Like if your favorite rapper is Gucci Mane, and you want to keep seeing what he doing and seeing what he doing, and you keep typing him in your search bar, they gonna start showing you colors that he wear, like neutral colors. And all that. So they're trying to politely tell you in a non-verbal way, like, hey, you should have these type of colors in your brand, but people don't pay attention to that. And like when I very first joined Instagram, I took all of that into effect because I already knew the app when I joined it. I already knew the app because I've been building apps. I've been building websites. I already knew what they was doing with this Instagram, and that's why they have those colors on their logo. That reddish, that yellow, that pink, and then back in the day, it was that dark brown at the top.
Yeah.
It was a cream color in the middle, black on the circle, and then it had a red little dot at the top.
Yep. The logo is actually a Polaroid.
I know, but they chose those colors to draw people in.
But yeah, I see what you're saying with the color. So what does the blue for the Facebook represent?
So the blue for Facebook is supposed to be for tranquility. The reason why they picked blue and white. Right.
Hold, back up. Shit. Did you say Mr. Mark? Did you say Mr. Mark saying it's supposed to be for tranquility? Okay, Mr. Mark.
It's the demon, though.
But what people don't understand is that everybody lives by a color rule in life. Everybody lives by a color rule. So all of these acts are based upon the color rule. Like 99.9% of people all got the same X on their phone. The reason being is because y'all all live by the same color rule. Like Facebook app is blue because it's supposed to be for tranquility, but it is a calming color. When you look at the actual logo, you think like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and download this app.
Oh, so it's kind of like feng shui, if you know anything about feng shui.
It's mind trickery. That's really what it was. Okay. Because you when you look at something, you already see it in your brain, and then your eyes actually tell you, oh, this is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? When you look at something. So the reason why they made the app blue is for you to just be like, oh, I'm gonna download this app. Like you don't have no second guess when downloading the app. And then your friend just told you about Facebook. You were like, I might as well just go on and download Facebook.
Gotcha.
This is a 24-year-old.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
For instance, you say you a sneakerhead, right?
Yeah.
When you go inside the store, colors. You most likely look to the right and look at the red shoe, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And they put red shoes in the front of the store and not in the back of the store for mind trickery. They want you to buy that shoe. That shoe probably $340. Anything that is red is expensive. That's why Ferraris are red.
24.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Because all Ferrari, their dominant color is red.
Yeah.
Red and yellow.
But what is it though, right? No, Ferrari's colors is red.
I thought on their emblem is a yellow, right?
It is yellow.
The horse.
It is yellow. The emblem, but
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's their color.
The emblem color is red.
I know that.
Yeah, the emblem is a stallion, and that's for Italian. Because the emblem, if you look, it has the horse and it has the Italian flag on top of it.
But I'm saying the horse sits in yellow.
Yeah, but you actually right, because I remember me and my man went out to Vegas, and he was going out there to do he was going out there to interview somebody. This was way before I got into the media thing. And I remember us staying there in a hotel, and it had a Ferrari dealership in the hotel. Mm-hmm. It was downstairs. So we went down there and to look at the cars, and like we was gonna buy it, and we just looking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we talking with the salesman. He telling us the history of Ferrari, and he got interrupted by a call. It was a buyer, and he said a guy had came and test drove one of the Ferraris, and he came back and he said, well, yo, give me two, but I need it. He said, I need it in blue and yellow because all the Ferraris in there all of them was red. And they had like a few all black ones, you know what I'm saying? But I think he said the black ones was like the elite customers and stuff like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you see how she talked about the colors, the elite colors, red, blue, you see?
Yeah.
Yellow.
Like, for instance, Lamborghini, they don't have commercials for their cars or for their yours. The reason being is because their customers, people already know when they go buy, when you at the high value mark, you don't worry about the commercials because a commercial is a sales tactic. These people are already here. They already done beat the sales. They already done reached that high point. So they're looking for cars, things that aren't displayed to the average person. So when they go and buy the Lamborghini, this is the mind trickery that they play on you with the colors. See, yellow is attractive. Yellow is very sexy. Yellow and orange is very sexy. So
For real?
Yes. You ever seen a black lady in orange and you just was drawn like, oh my God, like you just was mesmerized?
I mean, yeah, that part, yeah. I just never thought yellow and orange in a car was sexy. Because I saw a lot of yellow Volkswagen Beetles and I didn't think they were sexy.
But let me tell you why.
Because it was a Volkswagen. That's why. That's how you know.
Yeah.
Listen, you see it with your mind before you see it with your eyes. So they have these cars in yellow is because men are attracted to these particular colors. Blue, yellow, and orange. Y'all are already attracted to these colors. It's like just something that is already embedded in y'all. All right. So when y'all see those colors, you be like, I think I'm gonna go try this, or I think I want to go touch this, or I think I want to look at this. It's just something that sparks in your mind. So the reason why they made the Lamborghini yellow is because the high value man already knows about
these colors. These colors. It's what she's getting at.
He already know about this. He already know what's going on. So when he see this yellow car, it's like, ooh, exciting. I want to buy it now. It's not up for debating. He's gonna get it.
So she's tying it all into the whole color thing.
That makes sense because my one of my good friends, he's the GM sales rep at the Catonsville Mercedes-Benz. All right. They don't do commercials. The Owens Mills one does commercials. So I always ask him, I say, yo, why y'all don't promote over here? He said, because, yo, we don't do the same numbers as Catonsville and everybody else. He said, yo, our customers, and this is exactly the same thing he said, yo, when they come in here, they already know what they want. They just tell us, yo, we need this color, we need this in it, and when can you deliver it? That's it. Because the one in Catonsville, they sell Ferraris with the Benz. Mm-hmm. They the only one in Baltimore to sell Maybachs. Mm-hmm. They sell Rolls Royce. They had a Phantom in there. So theirs is different. So their clientele, like you said, they come in there. They only have to sell. They don't have no sales pitch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just have people that
they have
people that do the paperwork.
But what she was trying to get back to, she was trying to circle back to is the colors. This is why they created these colors are elite colors, pretty much is what she's saying.
Well, they're not really elite colors. They're more so what the mind goes by. Like, again, when you walk into a store and say if this your first time going to Whole Foods, right? Mm-hmm. Whole Foods building is brown
and green.
And a lot of people don't want to go in there because them colors is like, ew, why is it brown and green? So it takes someone that has a mind that's like, oh, the place is called Whole Foods. You're not worried about the color. You're worried about what's inside because of the name, Whole Foods. So
Yeah.
you're like, I'm gonna go in there and see what it is. So the first thing that when you walk inside of Whole Foods, they either have their carts right by the automatic doors, or they have their little what's the flowers, Ma?
The prosperity flowers, I forget.
The orchids. They have the orchids right at the door. They have all of these plants right at the door.
Because that's all feng shui, though. That's feng shui.
Right, but they have the plants at the door to remind you that you're walking into a place that you're going to spend money. All of the plants are green. Now, if they have the flowers, of course, the flowers are going to be different colors or whatnot. But all of the flowers and plants are going to be green. So they trigger in the mind and let you know once you fully walk into the store, you're going to spend money. You're spending money when you come in here. You're going to spend that green.
You're going to spend that green because it's green. Is that what you said? Okay.
That's why all of these businesses have certain colors. Like, for instance, when I was a jeweler, people would come in there and the first thing that they would look at was the name. Their name is their label is very intriguing because it's burgundy and gold.
Which is one of those dark colors.
It's burgundy and gold. So someone that don't want to spend a lot of money is going to end up spending money because they already done looked at the color and the color just sparked something in their mind. And they are like, I think I'm gonna buy this. When people look at a Rolex, they always get the regular presidential green face Rolex. Always.
Yeah.
Because that green is going to signify to someone else, like, oh yeah, I have on a Rolex. I actually have on a Rolex with just pink. But people normally see the colors and be attracted to what they see. They're not really attracted to the actual shape and architect of it. They're intrigued by the color.
That explains a lot, especially the blue, because it explains a lot with no, it did.
I already know because I'm into feng shui, so I already know about colors. So go ahead.
When we look at Superman costume, and when we look at Spider-Man costume, and when we look at Captain America costume, we look at these guys, they icons anyway. Superman and Spider-Man icons anyway, but the blue and the red, it has an effect on how we look at them. Which
you see them
makes
as
sense.
powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
So
I'm just mad. I've been finessed by colors all these years and didn't know it.
yeah, you finesse by colors. You are.
Yeah.
That's why you got all them sneakers and you what's the word? You got obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm doing the nursing thing. Yeah.
And a lot
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you peeped that. Somebody said they like my shirt and my hat. This is Aaron McRuger, who is also from Baltimore. This the if you can see it, it's the Boondock shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see.
But this my hat though. This my hat from my clothing line.
Oh, I didn't seen this before. I didn't know that was you. I'm all loud. I'm all loud in the mic. I'm sorry, but I didn't know that was you. Yeah, so because our podcast and was totally but like I told you, we like it to be organic. Like we like it to be organic. Yeah. So this is what I want you to do though. But far as the colors, I want you to do a little bit of homework. I want you to go look up feng shui colors, and then you'll understand what she's saying.
Okay.
Completely. You'll understand feng shui.
But
that'll probably help me better with marketing too.
yeah,
It does.
Like with my logo, I took into account these particular colors: white, brown, rose gold, and pink. And the reason why I chose those colors for my for my cosmetics is because brown is a neutral color. Brown is a very neutral color. And white is more peaceful. And the pink is, of course, girly. It represents love. And the rose gold can also be, for a man, that could be something that's sexy. Like a lot of men, when they go inside of stores and they see decor and they see something that's rose gold, they attracted to it. They like, I like that, because it gives off this reddish, brownish, goldish color. It's all of those colors at once. Rose gold. So I made sure that I took into account everybody's pretty much perception and what they would be attracted to from their mind. So with my man collection, their cosmetics, as far as like my beard oil and lotions and all of the facial scrubs, I took all of that into effect of what colors I'm doing for that as well. It's going to be black and emerald green and gold. Because when men see,
you got him thinking.
when men see emerald green, they automatically assume that whatever that is rich.
What you think, Tony? Come on, give us some feedback on the emerald green.
I'm listening. I never thought of emerald green as rich, but I'm listening. If that's a trigger color, then it's something I'm learning. I like to learn, so I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
It is a trigger color.
I don't think I never had a trigger color in me, or maybe I did, and it was unconscious.
She said it's your red. Okay, how's his red?
It's his red, because whenever he goes somewhere, that's the first color that he looks for. Without not even him just thinking about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's his trigger color.
Yeah. Yeah, I like red and black.
Mm-hmm. Everybody have a trigger color, but most people, when they see emerald green, they be like, "Ooh, this is luxury. This is rich."
Right. I see what you're saying.
Like when you walk into a spa, they got emerald green and gold everywhere. And you're like, I want to be in here. I'm maybe go get a massage. Even the Rolex box. The Rolex box is emerald green with a big old gold symbol on it.
Yeah, it is.
So,
and it's high end. It's high end. You see what she's saying?
Yeah.
Land Rover, their symbol is it's
emerald green.
Yeah, it's the back of it is emerald green, but their actual letters is that neutral color. It's between yellow and cream, kind of. The actual letters.
Oh, I thought the letters was white.
It's like a cream yellow color.
Wait a minute. Y'all said Land Rover? I don't remember.
Their actual letters is like a cream yellow color. Like it's not really white. It's not really
it's like an off-white.
Yeah. It's another brand that has their logo as emerald green. You got to pull up and let me show you.
But again, we going somewhere else with this podcast. We really are enjoying each other, the three of us.
It's awesome. I found that.
It's awesome.
All right, look. You gonna laugh?
Oh yeah, it's not white. It's like an off-white.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
It's not like a cocaine white. It's just like an off-white.
You can see it a little bit more on here on the card. Hold on.
No, he gonna have to look from his phone. It look white on there. It look white to me.
Yeah, it's super white on there.
Yeah, it's super white.
I'll look it up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of brands that got emerald green, because emerald green is.
Oh, you was looking at the white and the green on the Land Rover. I see what you're saying.
What I was saying was with the Land Rover, right? They have the back of the label is the emerald green, and then they have that yellow white.
Oh yeah, it did look yellow. It looked almost yellowish. It did. Yeah.
And they do that is because it's a trigger color for everybody. For the normal person brain, that's a trigger color. They're going to be intrigued by it without even knowing.
They taught us colors in nursing school about colors. Like babies, when babies are first born, you should have them around specific colors and shapes or something. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It's the reason why they created the crayons, y'all. I'm just saying.
Even with numbers, a lot of businesses do a lot of things in threes, and the reason why they do a lot of things in threes because that's a trigger number for people. Mm-hmm. It's the midway point where
you should know about that music industry,
where your brain starts developing and starts to learn at 3. So a lot of businesses do their for instance, colognes, right? You go in the colognes, and you know how they have the little boxes,
the gift baskets.
The small one, the medium, and then it has the actual lotion. They do everything in 3s because that's a trigger point for the brain to be all like, why would I buy one when I can have 3?
What's the saying? More, what is it? Less is more or something, like, isn't that the saying?
Yeah, less is more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you see that 3,
like for instance, this is their sales tax that they did. Oh, well, we have this cologne for $79.89, but if you buy the gift box, you can get 3. And you're gonna be all like, yeah, I'm gonna get the 3 because I can get the lotion, I can get the small one and the big one. Like even when you go get skincare products, they normally are sold in 3s or more. Mm-hmm. They be like, oh, this is step 1, and it's 3 items in step 1, and step 2 is 3 items in step 2. So a lot of businesses do that. Like even with jewelry, when you go buy your woman jewelry, you'll buy her a necklace, bracelet, and earrings.
Yeah. But if you're from New York, you buy the necklace, the bracelet, and the watch. Well, mm-hmm. You gotta get the watch.
I like the watch.
Yeah, you gotta get the watch.
My favorite watch is Chapard. That's my favorite. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite? Look.
Mine's is AP. I like APs.
Okay. I like the Chapard because I like the happy diamonds vibrating in the inside when you move your arm. It's just they just moving all the happy diamonds. That's what it is.
Well, for me, I'm a very how can I put it? Like if I know that I'm going around certain people that I know I can't wear my Patek Philippe around, I'm not gonna wear it. I put on my Rolex. If I know that I'm going around certain people, I'm not gonna put on my Rolex. I'm gonna put on my Chanel watch. If I know I can't wear it around them, I'm gonna put on my Michelle watch.
If I'm going out for a show,
right?
I'll wear my bust down AP. Yeah. If I'm going to meetings with people, I have a plain Tribolian AP. You know what I'm saying? It don't have no dimes on, and it costs more. It costs more than the bust down one. You know what I'm saying? And just the general everyday watch, I'll wear my my Rolex.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know. Like, well, I used to be a jeweler when I was a teenager.
She wasn't know. Oh, you was 18?
Yeah, she was 18.
Yeah, 18. Yeah.
And I used to sell fine jewelry, and I was paying attention to how, like, the different cultures would come inside the jewelry store, and they would be attracted to the diamonds and bust downs this and bust down that, but they'd never buy it. And then me learning the reason why behind it is because with certain products, like Rolex, They are a corporation. They're not a jewelry business. They are a
Yeah,
corporation.
I know that.
A lot of people don't know that. So when you buy a Rolex and you put diamonds around the face of the Rolex, you didn't depreciate that Rolex.
Wait, let me hold up. Let me tell you a funny story about that.
Don't you is something else.
Yeah, I don't know how much hip hop y'all listen to or how far, but Jay-Z had a song, and this particular line went to Mace. He had a song called Imaginary Players. And on the line it said, yo, those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you done to that? Now that line went to Mace because when Mace came in the game, he had a Rolex and it was flooded out. Right? And when he came to learn why Jay said it, because him and Jay was going back to back, Mace came to learn that Rolex don't put diamond, they don't flood their watches out. The jewelers flood the watches out.
Exactly.
He said, and that's how, he said, yo, that's what made me understand that line when Jay said that, is because, yo, my Rolex didn't come with these. You know what I'm saying? And which they don't. You like, yo, when you buy the bezel and you put it on there, it does depreciate the value of the watch.
Yep.
Because they don't do it.
Okay, Miss 24.
Yep. And I be trying to tell people that, like, even when you buy, what's his name? When you buy Frank Mueller is the same thing. They kind of like Rolex. They are a corporation. So once you put diamonds on it, anywhere on it, it didn't depreciate it. And it don't depreciate by a few $1,000s. If that watch is $1 million, you looking at a good maybe 500,000 now. You are like, well, maybe 200,000 because you know watch
Depreciate.
Because diamond is its own material on its own. I mean, it's its own. It's pretty much
its own life. I get it.
Yes. So when you first of all, people don't understand the difference. When you buy a luxury brand that is a corporation, you have to understand that it's certain things that you cannot do with it. And people don't go and look at this stuff. People don't do none of that.
But you had to learn it. We get it.
Right. So, being so that I had to learn it, I always tell my customers, if they ask, like, oh, do you think I should put it on there? Like when the football players used to come in there, and basketball players, they'd be like, oh, I want to get me a Rolex with a 45-inch face and they go all into the details. I want it custom made. I want this and that. And I'm like, you're going to depreciate your watch from changing all of the specs to it, right? It's never going to have no value after a couple of years. And they be like, what you mean? And I started breaking it down to them. They used to be like, so it's best for me to just buy it as it is. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Because once you start adding those add-ons,
it's no longer the corporation. It's no longer the Rolex. I get it.
It's not and void. It's not and void no more.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't say you got on a Rolex and it's bust down and you be all like, yeah, I got on a Rolex, and somebody like myself that know and be all like, no, you have on your watch. You have on your watch.
That's the same thing when I talk to them. I try to talk to these artists about diamonds, like, yo, especially here in Baltimore, they quick to run to RK Jeweler. RK Jeweler is a piece of shit. They is a piece of shit jeweler. I say, yo, first of all, they got lab diamonds in there. Oh, what's that? See, you going to buy something, you don't learn. Like, yo, the metals that they use is trash. It doesn't even hold the lab diamonds that they put in there. He said, but yo, they the top jewelry. So no, they programmed themselves to y'all in Baltimore to thinking they are the top jewelry. They trash. They are trash jewelers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I try to tell you.
I walked in there one day. I had another Cuban on, right? And just to see what they were saying, So he's like, oh, that's a nice necklace. Did you get that from here? I said, yo, you know I ain't get this from here. I said, I got this from Greg Uami. Oh, Greg. I said, yeah, you know Greg, Mr. Flawless. He don't play no games when it comes to this. Y'all don't even do a necklace like this. Stop. Don't disrespect me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, they try.
Yeah. Like, people don't be understanding, and especially when they try to do stupid stuff. Like, you cannot put baguettes with just regular princess cut diamonds. Like, especially when people try to do all of that with the Rolexes and all of them other watches. I be looking at them like, do you know how precious a baguette cut diamond is? Do you know how precious? And a lot of people don't even understand that you can actually get a baguette already by itself. But some people don't want to spend that type of money, so they will get a diamond and cut it in the shape of a baguette. And they be like, what's the difference? It's a very big difference.
Yeah.
Very big difference.
Yo, I be looking at some of these. I be looking at some of these artists, and I be looking at the jewelry and their watches and everything. And I was like, y'all just don't know. Yeah, and you can't talk to them because then they gonna think you hate. Like, I'm trying. I'm trying to tell you that your jeweler is a piece of shit, and your jeweler got over on you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is your favorite. Why mine don't look like yours? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Because if you're not educated, you're going to be mad.
Yeah. People don't want to be educated on real stuff. Bottom line, they don't want the real. They want everything fake. They don't.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. Or if they did, they got overcharged because they don't know no better.
Yeah. So this show went somewhere else. Like, I don't even know what to say no more. But honestly, like me following you, I've been following you for a long time, and I think I've seen you before in Maryland. I'm not sure when I used to live there, but like the things that you post. And to get to know you, it's a whole different thing. Like online, you seem like a monster. And in person, oh my God.
I think with the social media thing, it really vandalized people's characters, people's personality, and self-esteem. Because I was in Dollar Tree one day, and a young lady walked up to me, and she was like, "Yo, I follow you on Instagram." She said, "But why you in here?" I said, "What you mean, why you here?" She's like, "You don't seem like you'll shop in a place like this." I said, "Beloved, I was from Van Dyke Housing Projects. I drank out of peanut butter jelly jars, just like there's nothing Hollywood about me." I said, "I'm in here because these are the only motherfuckers that sell Welch grape sodas. I don't all the time." I said, "Everybody in here knows me. I come in here for Welch or strawberry grape sodas." I said, I'm not a Hollywood person. You know what I'm saying? And I think people take, and I'm not a mixy person, so people always think like, they get the wrong impression, like, I either have an attitude or I'm mean or I'm approachable. No, you can approach me as long as it's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always open to people, but I post with shit that people are afraid to talk about and say. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing. And like I said, like, long as people either they going to learn from my page or they're going to laugh, and I like people to laugh because that's my therapy. Because I suffer from manic depression. You know what I'm saying? So I don't go to therapy to talk to no therapist. I found out that my therapy is that I like to make people happy. I like to make people smile. And I think that's my therapy, right there. You know what I mean? So
Well,
yeah,
thanks
so
for letting us smile today. Thank you. Thank you.
no
Thank you.
problem, no
We are
problem.
grateful. We are. Thank you. But go ahead, because I cut you off. I'm sorry, but I had to say that
But
because
that's what I'm just saying. So I think like a lot of people say the same things. Like they'll laugh, they'll see me in person, they'll laugh and say, "Yo, I enjoy your page," but like you totally different from. I'm not really totally different. I still say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? And I say what I feel. I think it's just that when they read it, it's funny to them or it's thought provoking when they read it, opposed to me saying it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's about the perception, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I again, I was reluctant to reach out to you because of your social media. But to see you in your light, it's awesome. You got it going on. Mentally, business wise, community wise, caring about other people. Like, you're fucking awesome.
Indeed.
You're fucking
When
awesome.
I went to the page, I was all like, "Man, he gonna be a great guest." Like, I personally post what I want, when I want, how I want. I don't care about what nobody say. Okay? I don't care about what you thinking.
I was scared to reach out to him. That's all I was saying.
Oh, because you thinking that he was gonna be all like, "No."
Yeah. You know who I am? You only got 700 followers, Erica.
My mentor was
You said, do I know your page?
No, I'm saying, I thought you was gonna be like, Erica, you only got 700 followers. Go ahead.
like how my mentor was acting in the beginning, like how I had told you how my mentor was acting.
Yeah, Hollywood, as you say, they be acting Hollywood. Yeah.
No, it's nothing Hollywood with me because I know where I come from and I know it's easy to go right back there.
Yep.
So I never try to have that type of attitude. Now you might catch me. I might be on my New York ignorant shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I might be very arrogant, but I'm arrogant about what I do, not that I'm arrogant about being above somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm arrogant about my hustle, my grind, and everything. Like I tell people, yo, my body of work will outbody your work. It's plain and simple. Yeah, my body of work will body your work.
Yeah.
He said that with emphasis, body your work.
Yeah. Like, people don't understand. Like, people that's my age, they be trying to put me in this bubble. And I'm all like, that's not me, sweetie. That's not me. I'm from Baltimore. Yes, I'm sweet. Yes, I'm kind. I give you the shirt off my back. If you ask me for something that I know that I can do, I'm going to straight tell you, like, I can do it. But if I can't, I'm going to let you know that I can't. But I try to tell people all the time, like, yes, I was on American Idol. And yes, I did this and I did that. But that does not change who I am as a person. Like, you could put $1 million in my face and say, Arion, you going to have to do this and that. And you can't be who you are no more. I'm not going to take that $1 million. I'd rather make my own million and come back to you and be all like, remember you put that in my face? Now, my $1 million is in yours. You going to take it? You going to take it? You going to change and do the things that you said that you wanted me to do? With my $1 million? I got it now. You ain't going to be all like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that $1 million. Yeah, I'm gonna change. You're gonna be all like, no, I'm not changing. I'm gonna stay who I am, and that's who I am. I'm not changing for nobody. I'm not ever gonna change. And no doubt, it's quicker to go back to where you from, and it's harder to get to where you trying to go. I moved to Texas at the age of 7.
Let me ask you a question. Because I gotta get ready to go. Because it's
right.
it's boys night with me and my son. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. See, a lot of people think like, yo, I just party, I'm in the club, but no, I have a child. I'm a single parent. Like, I do stuff with my son. Yeah, I'm a single parent.
Oh my goodness. I
You
don't
know
know
what I'm
how
saying?
we got all the way, like,
Yeah.
how long we been recording? For an
I
hour
just
and
got a
15
question.
minutes.
What made y'all move from here to down there?
So
I was in an abusive relationship.
right, and my brothers, they were older than me. Me and my oldest brother, we 10 years apart. My middle brother, we 5.
So they
But-
all 5 years apart.
Right. So I was tired. I was tired of seeing the same thing. I was tired of hearing it. I'm tired of my mother going through what she was going through. And my uncle, he was in the military, and I knew that he just came back home for, I think it was like for the holiday or something. And I told my mother, I said, Mom, I'm going to Texas. I literally had everything that any child could possibly ask for. Yes, I had a 2-parent home, but it wasn't the best. You feel what I'm saying? But as a person that had regular birthdays, regular Christmases, I never had to want for nothing. I called my mother, or my teacher called my mother and be like, oh, Ariel, need some more crayons. My mother was coming. My stepfather was coming. It wasn't no Ariel didn't want for nothing. Me or my brothers, we never had to want for nothing. They'd go outside and mess up their $200 shoes. My mother be like, Ariel, I'm gonna come meet you around the corner with some more $200 shoes. Like, we never had to want for nothing. And I picked up my little suitcase, packed all my Barbies, because I was like, I'm not going to Texas with no Barbies.
She was only 7. And she told me that she was going to Texas.
I picked up all my Barbies in 2 outfits. And I went to my mother. She was on the phone, I think, probably talking to my uncle. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to Texas.
For the summer. That's what she said, for the summer.
And I went down there, and I already had made up my mind that I was staying. When I told my mother that I was leaving, I was going. It wasn't no coming back to Baltimore. It wasn't no more coming back. My mom was like, Ariel, what am I supposed to do with this and that? I'm like, throw it away, because my life there was done. I was done with Baltimore. At the age of 7, I was done. And my mom had called me around the time when school was about to start back up. And I said, Mom, I'm staying in Texas. I feel free here. And my mother came, how many months? 3 months my mother came, her and my brothers.
So now you're H-Town hottie.
I stay in my own lane for real. I just try to give back as much as I can. Let people know, like, yes, you can still work your 9 to 5 or your part-time job and make that $7.25, but make sure you have an end goal.
$7.25, really?
That's the minimum wage out here. Like, so, like, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But make sure you have an end goal. If your plan is to be a basketball player, buy yourself a basketball. Go play basketball.
So you
I
moved
never had a chance to experience the whole Houston. I came down there one time for All-Star.
People love it.
Yeah, then I left. I never came to experience like the whole scenery down there. But I heard great things about Houston down there. Besides what just happened, I heard. Yeah, I heard good things about Houston though.
That kind of put a damper on things because this place was, I would start over as far as happiness. And when that happened to the guy, because I don't want to say his name, it was just like, damn, it felt like it shifted the energy here to me because I'm a big energy person. And I'm just like, damn,
I'm gonna tell you,
it's a great place.
I'm gonna tell you from the front line, it shifted the whole South.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying this, like, Atlanta is not letting this slide. And what happened was it was crazy. And I remember I got the call. I said, nah. I was like, maybe it's like some publicity or something like that. And then when I actually heard, I was like, people kept saying it was over a dice game, this and that, but what I got was it wasn't over a dice game. You know what I mean? And it hurt Atlanta a lot. Like that boy was he was a hometown hero. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about Atlanta, they don't. I spent 6 years down in Atlanta before I had to come back here and face this indictment here in Baltimore. And what I've learned,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
what I learned about Atlanta is that Atlanta don't play about its own. You know what I'm saying? Like when that flood happened, and New Orleans came over there, New Orleans tried to do what they do, like Atlanta random. Nah, not here. You're not doing that over here. Like they serious. They serious about their own, and that's what makes them. That's what makes them so fucking great from the region to the city to the music and everything else. They are about their own. They don't play about their own. That's what makes them so great and keep striving. And like I said, they not gonna let it slide, and it has broken up a whole bond in the South.
Well,
Because
it's crazy.
The South,
Go ahead.
hold on, the South was really like one joint. Yeah, people be like, I'm from here, I'm from there, but the South was just the South, and now it's like that East Coast and West Coast stuff, that Biggie and Tupac going on there, like,
And
it's crazy.
but what I was merely saying though, like I could feel a difference
Yeah.
from that, because to me, like I said, I feel like this Texas. They say the great state of Texas. It is. It's a great state. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have been everywhere. Hands down, Texas is a great state. But the energy is just off now. If you know what I mean, it's like a darkness now to me. And
I went to the funeral.
Mhm.
And the whole vibe is like Atlanta. It's like you felt the whole city. You felt the heartbeat of the city broken.
And you felt the anger.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt in that at the dome. You know what I'm saying? It just the whole city like just wept, and you felt the vibe.
Well, actually, in a broader perspective, the whole world is, you know,
because he was a bright light.
he was
Right,
definitely
so-
a bright light. I got chills. He definitely was,
You know,
definitely. And
I met him one time in Miami, and he was so respectful.
I don't even know what I said. Every time we talked about takeoff, the damn thing start hanging out. You know what? All right, we're gonna wrap it up real fast again, real quick.
All right, we're going to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for coming to Rich Bulletins Uncut. Toni, it was a pleasure having you, and thank you so much for coming. Go ahead.
My takeaway would be hustle hard. I don't even know what I said. It's not organic anymore. Hustle hard. Fuck, what did I say? Hustle hard. He said he liked it. You can't help me, Tony.
I forgot what you said.
You forgot it.
Did you say hustle hard or go home? I think it's was that?
Ain't nobody had no drinks, so everybody acting up.
Okay.
Stay humble, hustle hard, and be great.
Okay. My takeaway was slow feet, don't eat, don't make the money, don't let the money make you, and get that money.
Get that money.
Get the money.
Okay, Tony, what you got?
Make the money. Don't let the money make you. A quote from Diamond. Make sure y'all know that.
Okay, I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah. Again.
And I'm
Listen, every time you sleep, there's a person 3 steps ahead of you. You know what I mean? So I haven't slept. I haven't slept for like 12 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, like I said, everybody know my body of work will body your work. You're not going to outwork me. You're not going to out hustle me. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it go over your head.
It ain't go over mine. I'm just thinking of a line I can bring back with that. I think I'm a rapper these days. My body of work. Well, body your work.
And don't let that go over your head.
And don't let that go over your head. Yeah.
No. Y'all messing it up. My body of work will body your work.
Okay. I got you. And then you put more emphasis this time. All right. Okay.
Good.
I need to mess it up again. But we just want to say thank you so much. We had a lot of laughs. We learned a lot from each other. Yeah. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to learn from each other. And we are very, very grateful. And we thank you for your humble heart, honestly.
And go watch
I'm honored that y'all asked me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, because you could have asked a million people on earth what you asked me, so I'm grateful.
Yes, you part of the Rich Bulletins. What you mean? You rich within.
Yes, you rich within. It ain't got nothing to do with the dough.
You soulful. Rich within.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You had a message for us to tell everybody what?
Tell them what?
You said you had a message to tell everybody.
Please go support Ryan Gruger's Wakanda Forever. The second part, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, there's a lot of jewels in there that we can learn about ourselves. Like I said, it's definitely emotional. You definitely gonna share it there. You're gonna feel a way about it. It's a very good project that was put together, and it's not like your typical Marvel movie. You know what I mean? But it definitely is a must see movie, and we gotta support it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Agreed. We will. We haven't been to see it because we've been busy, but we'll definitely go see it. Thank you. Thank you for your enlightenment.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you for being a great dad as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Come.
We sorry, son. We sorry we're gonna let your dad go. All right, thank you. Thank you.
He posted up at the door and everything.
Yeah. Go be a great dad that you are. Go ahead.
Thank you.
All right, y'all take care.
All right. We'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.
I don't play, I keep running on out of shape. Need a hero, go find a cake. Hey, no need for the B-roll, I was masked up with no hero. Breakfast in the morning, it was cereal and an Ebro. That boy keep going in, I can't let it go, but get lethal.